Greetings, human life forms. I'm the Meister. Welcome back to another prediction video. Today we'll be doing the Chicago Bears. Real quick before we get into this, I've done a prediction video for over half of these NFL teams so far. I'll continue to do a prediction video for the rest of these NFL teams, and a playoff and Super Bowl prediction video as well. The season is right around the corner. Well, at least preseason is. Only a couple weeks till preseason begins. I want to try and get this done before preseason. But I highly doubt preseason is going to affect my predictions unless someone gets injured. Then I'll change up some things if it's a serious injury. But I will also be planning on doing a fan-made prediction video. I did polls on my Twitter. Link is in the description. Polls are already done now, so you can't vote anymore. But I still have a Twitter if you want to follow me. I also have a Twitch that I like to stream on, also in the description below. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the Chicago Bears, they've had a really solid defense for the past couple years. I don't expect it to be any different this year. Still, most of their players are coming back except for Kyle Fuller. He went over to the Broncos. So besides for that big loss, should still be a pretty solid defense over there for Chicago. Offensively, Andy Dalton will be the starter for Week 1, so at least we know he'll be the starter against the Rams. Who knows for the rest of the games? All we can assume is Andy Dalton is going to be the starter for all 17 of the Bears games this year, even though Justin Fields will probably be in there at some point, if I had to guess. Allen Robinson, a wide receiver, really good wide receiver there. So if Andy Dalton could throw the ball accurately, Allen Robinson will have a big year. So Week 1 at the Los Angeles Rams. Rams, one of the best defenses in the league. They lost a couple guys, but it should still be one of the best defenses in the league this year. A lot of depth there on that defense for the Rams. Offensively, lost Jared Goff, gained Matthew Stafford. Stafford, big upgrade over Jared Goff. Huge upgrade, which I mentioned in my Rams prediction video, will make the Rams Super Bowl contenders, in my opinion. So with that being said, I'm going to go Rams here Week 1. Going into Week 2, hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals offensively, they could have a good offense this year. Joe Mixon still running with the football. He's pretty solid back. He got injured a little bit last year. Kind of held him back. They have Joe Burrow throwing the ball to guys like T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. So we'll see how that passing game opens up this year. And then offensive line. That offensive line is still an issue. I mean, they drafted a rookie, but I mean, it's a rookie. So we have to see how good the rookie is. How many times I can say rookie. Defensively is an issue. At least I think it is. I think that's a big problem there for the Bengals on defense. So I'm going to go Bears here, beating the Bengals Week 2. Week 3 at Cleveland to take on the Browns. Browns offensively, one of the best rushing attacks in the entire league with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt both running with the football. It's going to be a really good running back duo there. Baker Mayfield, of course, the quarterback. They really want him to step up. Otherwise, he ain't getting that contract extension. But we'll see if he does. He is in good hands to get a contract extension. And he's been playing pretty good recently, I think. Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham Jr. there, of course, at wide receiver. So it should be a really good offense. Defensively, I think could be really sneaky good this year. Myles Garrett now pairing him up with Jadeveon Clowney on the edge. That's going to open up some more opportunities for Jadeveon Clowney to kind of get back up in the ranks of edge rushers, because everyone will still be doubling Myles Garrett, and now Jadeveon Clowney will be running free, unless he is really that bad now, which is a possibility, but I don't think he's that bad. I mean, it could happen, who knows. They also picked up John Johnson from the Rams. I think he'll be a huge help with that defense. And then, of course, they still have Denzel Ward at cornerback. So, whole thing, Browns are stacked, which is pretty much what I'm saying. So I'm going to go Browns here, week 3. I think the Browns are just a lot more talent there, and I could trust that offense more than the Bears. Week 4, hosting the Detroit Lions. Yeah, I'm going to go Bears there. Lions are not a good team. They are not a good team. They have Jared Goff throwing the football to, what's his name? TJ Hawkinson. Who else is he going to throw it to? I don't know. Defensively, that's a big issue also. It's going to be a big rebuild there in Detroit. Week 5 at Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. Raiders do not have a good defense. It's just really bad. They did draft a few rookies there for the defense. They also signed Yannick Ngakoue, which is their biggest defensive acquisition. Even though it's not, he doesn't play in the secondary, he's on the defensive line. So we'll see if that makes a big impact. Offensively, could be really good this year. Josh Jacobs, he's a solid running back. Derek Carr, another solid QB as well. I think he's one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league, in my opinion, but he can't do too much else. I mean, he can't run that well. Can't escape pressure that well. I mean, so we'll see how it goes. But he's got Darren Waller and John Brown to throw the ball to. So passing could be pretty good. They also have Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs go fast, as people call it. But I'm going to go Bears here. I'm going to take the Bears there, week 5. Week 6, hosting the Green Bay Packers. Packers have a really good defense. I really like their defense. Jair Alexander, Darius Smith, Preston Smith. A lot of guys there defensively. Offensively, Aaron Jones, really good running back. Possibly Devontae Adams and possibly Aaron Rodgers. Really big issue. Really big issue. Really big issue. Man. Like, if Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams both stay, they're going to make another run for a Super Bowl this year. But if not, they're not making a run for a Super Bowl. They're making a run for the number 1 seed. That's what's going to happen. But all I can predict, oh, man. I wish this Aaron Rodgers situation got dealt with sooner. My God. I'm going to go Packers. I'm going to go Packers week 6 against the Bears. Week 7 at Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. Buccaneers, one of the best defenses in the league. They have all their starters from last year, so it should still be a really good defense. Same with the offense, one of the best offenses in the league last year. Nothing different this year either. Tom Brady slinging the ball to Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Antonio Brown, and Rob Gronkowski. And then Leonard Fournette running with the football. Man, that is a really good team right there. I'll be surprised if the Bears beat the Buccaneers twice in a row. Week 8, hosting the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers, another team with a really solid defense. Defense can still make a lot of plays. Coaching on the defense could be an issue. Not many people are too concerned with it, but they did lose Robert Saleh to the New York Jets. So we'll see if that's a big loss or not. I think it could be a big factor with how good he is. But we'll see. We'll see. Offensively, Raheem Mostert running the football. Another solid back there. Did get injured a little bit last year. Same with the rest of their team. But Jimmy Garoppolo, all we can assume is Garoppolo's going to be starter here. So I'm going to guess Garoppolo's going to be playing. We'll see. George Kittle, one of the best tight ends in the entire league. So I'm going to go 49ers there. Coaching is definitely better for the 49ers as well. Week 9 at Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Monday Night Football. Steelers, another team with a really solid defense. I say that with a lot of teams, but I mean, there's teams that have really poor defenses, like the Seahawks and the Bengals and the Lions and the Raiders. There's a lot of teams with not so good defenses and a lot of teams with solid ones, but Steelers defense, I think, will probably take a step back this year. They lost a big chunk of players, and they're kind of in a cap situation, so they couldn't really spend a lot of money on anyone. Offensively, Najee Harris, rookie running back. I don't think. I mean, they want to get him involved in the offense, clearly, but I don't know if he can make too big of a difference because that offensive line is not looking too good. Ben Roethlisberger, he isn't mobile, but I mean he is in the pocket, but running the football with Ben is an issue, and I do not like that offensive line. So I'm gonna go Bears week 9, beating the Steelers. Going into the bye week, 4-5, 1-4 against NFC opponents. That's huge. Normally when it was against the Lions, which I guess if they had to pick one, it would be against the division rival. But week 11, hosting the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens, really solid defense there. Top 10 in my opinion. Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters, one of the best cornerback duos in the entire league. Offensively, we already know Lamar Jackson running with the football and throwing the football possibly. We'll see. They did lose Orlando Brown to the Chiefs in a big trade, in my opinion. Well, I think everyone agrees with that as being a big trade, but they did also pick up Sammy Watkins from the Chiefs. Sammy Watkins, he could be a big help if he stays healthy with that offense. Whew. You know, I'm going to go Ravens here, week 11. I think the Ravens have a lot more talent than the Bears. Week 12, don't know why this game is on Thursday Night Football. Oh, it's Thanksgiving, that's why. At Detroit to take on the Lions. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bears. They're sweeping the season series against the Lions. Week 13, hosting the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals coming off their bye week. Cardinals can have one of the best offenses in the league this year. They have Kyler Murray throwing the football to DeAndre Hopkins and A.J. Green, two really solid wide receivers. A.J. Green is kind of dropping, but he used to be really good, so if he can get back to being really good, that'd be really good for the Cardinals. James Conner running the football as well. I don't even know if he's going to make the starting job. I mean, I thought it sounded like he was going to make the starting job when they signed him, but it doesn't seem so good for him right now. Defensively, they picked up J.J. Watt from the Texans. Big help pairing him up with Chandler Jones. And then they also picked up Malcolm Butler from the Titans as well. This is a tough game. Cardinals coming off their bye. I'm going to go Cardinals. I think I'm going to go Cardinals there, week 13. Week 14 at Green Bay to take on the Packers. Packers coming off their bye week. Again, I can't stress this enough. If Aaron Rodgers plays, Packers are winning. If not, they're losing. Well, probably not this game. I think they'll win either way here, but I think they'll win either way, regardless who plays quarterback that game. But the other game here at Chicago, that could go either way depending if Aaron Rodgers plays or not. Week 15, jeez. Hosting the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings can have a really sneaky defense this year. They got a lot of injuries in that defense last year. So if they can get back to full strength, they should be definitely better this year. Offensively should be really good. Also, Dalvin Cook, one of the best running backs in the league. Great wide receiver duo there, also with Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson. And of course, Kirk Cousins throwing and slinging that football. So this is a pretty evenly matched game. It's on Monday Night Football. I'm going to give this to the Bears here. Kirk Cousins is not the best quarterback in the league on Monday Night Football, that is for sure. So I'm going to go Bears there. Week 16 at Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Seahawks can have one of the best offenses in the entire league if their offensive line can step up this year. If not, it's going to be a very similar offense to last year. Chris Carson, he could be really big again if their offensive line can play well. If not, that's going to be an issue. Big issue, very big issue. They'll probably hold them back from winning a Super Bowl, as well as that defense. That defense is not pretty as well. The only good player on that defense really is Jamal Adams. Other than that, it's not a pretty defense. But, yeah, they got Chris Carr. No, I already mentioned his name. DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, wide receiver duo. Russell Wilson throwing the ball to those guys. Very mobile QB, which is a good situation considering this offensive line. But, I don't know who to go with here. This is kind of tough. Man, this is tough. I think I'm gonna go. I think I went Bears last time. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to script my predictions because this game's a toss-up. So it was okay. So hold on, don't leave me. Hold on, I'm trying to think. It was again. Okay, hold on. I'm almost there. Yeah. I'm gonna go Bears. Think I'm gonna go Bears there. Think the Bears are gonna win that game. That's a tough game. I have to go back to that. Week 17 hosting the New York Giants. Oh man. Giants got Daniel Jones at QB, so we'll see if we could take that next step. We'll see. But they got Kenny Golladay from the Lions. So if Daniel Jones wants to take another step, his time is now. I'm gonna go Giants. I do want to check a thing real quick. All right, yeah, I'm right. I just needed to check and make sure I was good with the Bears because that game is a toss-up for me. So yeah, all right, we're good. Week 18 to wrap up the season at Minnesota to take on the Vikings. To end the season, I'm going to give it to Minnesota. Vikings win that game. Bears ending their season 7-10. We'll see if they miss the playoffs. 7-10 is a pretty bad record. So unless the rest of the NFC North is terrible, they're not making the playoffs. But if you guys want to see the rest of my predictions for the NFC North, I recommend subscribing and turning on the bell because I did not finish making them yet. But I did make a Minnesota Vikings record prediction video yesterday. There should be a playlist right above my head about now. So you can go on that and watch the other prediction videos. If you enjoyed the video, liking the video would be greatly appreciated. Site I'm using, NFL Playoff Predictors. I'll leave a link to the site in the description below. If you want to make your own prediction video, or not your own prediction videos, I mean, if you want to, you can. But if you just want to make your predictions nice and easy as possible, I recommend using their site. So with that, I don't have much else to say except life forms out.